If you've ever wondered what happens to your recyclables when you leave them out on the curb, well, we're here at MRF, better known as the Material Recovery Facility, to find out. We spoke with Louis Vetrone, Deputy Commissioner of the Department of Environmental Facilities for Westchester County.
When we receive material here at the Material Recovery Facility, or the MRF, we process the material, we package it, and we sell it to companies to reuse and to make into new products. This is the tipping floor area of the Material Recovery Facility, and up to 200 trucks come in every day and tip their recyclables or dump their recyclables here. This side of the facility is the commingled side. That means your bottles, your cans, your food and beverage containers. The side over there is your paper and cardboard side, or pulp. The materials are tipped here and then they're processed. They're originally screened out by hand. We have 4 individuals that work in the pre-sort room, and they're pulling out pieces of garbage, things that should have been sent in with the recyclables, and they hand pick those materials out and separate them out. The material then goes through a glass breaker, and it's basically a giant sifter. It shakes the material to break the glass, and the glass falls through and comes out, and that's the first material that's taken out of the product. It then goes through an eddy current, which is kind of a reverse magnet, and aluminum is pulled out, aluminum cans. After it goes through all of that, it goes in the back where it goes through optical sorting machines. The optical sorters shoot 80,000 laser beams a second through the plastic material. It reads the thickness of the plastic, see what number it is, and then it'll separate them out into bins corresponding with their number, which allows us to market them easier and to get a better price for them. So this is the finished product. This is what comes out at the end. Each one of these bales weighs a ton, and it's sold from the MRF to recycling companies. They pick it up here. Much of it goes overseas.
Commissioner Vetrone explained there are many markets for reselling our trash materials. Papers and cardboards go mostly to China to create boxes, wrapping, and paper for books. Plastics are melted down and reconstituted into other plastic products. Metals are melted down and reused in metal products. The county even recovers 40 to 60 tons of the plastic that boats are wrapped in over the winter. All of this saves us from making new petroleum products for plastics and also helps the county's bottom line, saving money for taxpayers.
We make about $6 million a year selling our recyclables, but we also save an additional $6 million because we don't have to pay to get rid of it as trash. So you have the environmental benefit, and it also makes economic sense to recycle.
Commissioner Vetrone proudly introduced us to another creative use of recovered materials at their Trash as Treasure Education Center Art Gallery.
It incorporates all recycled material, reused material, and all the pieces that you see here were made by local Westchester artists. One of the artists, Richie Benash, is a scrap metal hauler by day and an artist. These trees were actually flooring from a carpet company in Yonkers. It's over 100 years old. When the building was demolished, Richie was able to salvage the flooring, and he used a plasma gun to cut the material into the trees that you see here now.
Program specialist Margaret Egeziaco showed us a recycled artwork piece by a Largemont artist, Marianne Lamonaco.
What's really neat about this piece is actually measures around 7 feet tall, 2.5 feet wide, and it's made out of hundreds of old pens, and actually the pens come from our department, the Department of Environmental Facilities. So rather than throwing them out, Marianne repurposed them to create this beautiful organ-style art piece. So it's a really nice example of how something you traditionally would discard, she's created into a beautiful piece of artwork.
From the Trash as Treasure Recycled Material Art Gallery, this is Rebecca Berman for the Local Live.